Mama, I made it. I'm on YouTube. Hi everyone, my name is Misharlie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is based on beauty, chit chat about everything, and laughter and more beauty, of course. And before we go any further, please hit the subscribe button, okay, so that you could always see my videos when I upload. I will be uploading once a week, so make sure you are ready because I'm going to be here to stay, honey. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Today's video will be on me doing this look. You like it? Yes. So stay tuned. It's going to be a chit chat, so I'll be talking through every single step so you can understand the steps and also what I'm using. All the products I use on this video will be linked down below in the description box. That's it. In the description box. Everything will be in the description box for you to see. If I can't find the links, I'm sorry, but I will put the product name and the product on there and you can look for it yourself. But for everything else, I will try my best to find the links so that you can just click by boom. So without further ado, subscribe and enjoy the video. So let's just get this started. So excited! Eyebrows. If you don't start your face with eyebrows, then we need to talk because I'm an eyebrows first kind of gal. I don't just... For my eyebrows, I am going to be using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. This pencil. I'm going to be using this one in the color, I think this is the one before the darkest. This is the one I'll be using. And I also like to mix it with a cheap hair shop brow pencil. Does the job. I just like the consistency, like the texture of it is so nice. I'm also going to be using this brush. And yeah, so brows first. And then I'm going to teach you how to do a perfect brow. A perfect brow. When you are out, when a guy sees you, like, oh, her brows is on fleek, okay? That's the kind of brow we're going to be doing today. We brush our eyebrows. We brush. You brush up because you want to just make sure all your hairs are in place, and then you just flatten the curve a bit so you can see how the shape of the brow will be, and then we do this. I have really thin brows. I like to transform my thin brows into, you know? So first step is sharpen this. I like freshly sharpened pencil just because the sharpness gets you that nice, precise, okay? And I'm not gonna be using much of this because it's practically finished and I'm yet to go to Boots as lockdown in London has just been like lifted. And then I'm gonna go and buy another one because this is really good. And the ABH one, love ABH brow products. They're literally like my holy grail because they're just so good. So take your pencil and then you just draw a line. One straight line, okay? Just one straight line here. You see it? And then I also like to use a small mirror. So if you see me looking down, I'm just looking into my mirror. I'm only comfortable using these small mirrors. I can't use a big mirror to do my makeup. I don't know why, but that's just how I am. You want to do it in light strokes. A lot of people fail this step because they're so heavy-handed. So you want to just create your ideal brow shape. So this for me is my ideal brow shape. And then I just keep going. So once you do the top one here, you want to kind of just bring it into this line so then they meet together, so you don't have two separate lines, like two train tracks. Now I'm going to use my finished, almost finished, just to do little squiggly lines at the front. Add a bit more color. I like mixing these two because I just think they are a powerful combination. And for me, the darker the brow, the better, especially as a dark skinned girl. I can't have eyebrows that are the same skin tone as me. It just doesn't make sense. It's just, I just don't get it. So what have you guys been up to? Like, what is everyone doing? How is everyone coping during this corona? Corona. So these are eyebrows done. Literally, just like that. Need to conceal. This is my favorite part. This is when the eyebrow really comes together. This is when it's just like, oh, baby. So for concealer, I'm going to use MAC Conceal this shade. This shade is NC40, in NC40. So I'm going to use NC40 to kind of highlight my brows. So I like to use a really, really nice light shade. And then you're just gonna go, and then just like that. And then yeah, this is when you look really crazy. Now I'm gonna take a damp sponge beauty blender. Just gonna spray my Urban Decay All Nighter spray on it, just to make it a bit damp. Cool. And then you're just gonna blend the concealer you put on your eye. Blend, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. So for this top bit, I'm gonna do a bit of a darker shade. I'm gonna use this shade right here, this one. And this is NW40. Just a darker shade or some, just to clean up this part here. Just like that. On camera, this looks a bit mad. On camera, it does look a bit mad, but trust me, it's not. It's actually quite darker, but it's just, it looks proper loud on camera. And then what you do on one side, you do on the other side. So then we're going to do this side. Oh my god, guys, I've just had deja vu. I've just had deja vu. Oh my gosh. I've just had a serious case of deja vu. And then you take a beauty blender and then you dab. Eyebrows are officially done. Next, we color correct. Not all the time, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to color correct. The MAC palette that I was using, the Correct and Conceal palette, I'm gonna use the red corrector. If you're like dark skin like me, red is the way to go. If you're like of lighter shade, then maybe like a yellow or green. It totally depends on your preference and you as a person. So I correct and then I set. I'm gonna do my eyes, cause girl, these eyes are literally like a 3,000 bag. Spot here, I'm just covering bits and pieces. Less than a tenner, guys. Please invest in good beauty blenders. Less than a tenner. Bob's your uncle. This is the Lancome setting powder, and it's a long time no shine, loose setting and mattifying powder. So I'm just going to set this conceal corrector. I'm going to use the little buffer it comes with. I love this buffer, it's so cute. So I'm just gonna use the buffer. And then I'm going to take a powder brush, just a regular powder brush, and just even up the sometimes. And then I'm going to use my setting spray from Urban Decay just to set the catastrophe on my face. And then we're going to move on to eyes. I have to do my eyes first to avoid fallout. Point blank period. So I'm going to go back to my eye and I'm going to prep my eye with the MAC 24-hour Studio Fix concealer. Can you see it? This right here. Yep, I'm gonna use this to conceal my eye. This is in the shade NC44. When I went to the MAC store, this woman gave me this and I was just like, I'm not that beige. Like, I'm a dark skinned girl and I like a highlight, but girl, this wasn't what I was talking about. But I eventually grew to love it, which is crazy, but I did. And I'm gonna take the same pink beauty blender from Beauty Blender, not eBay or the corner shop, from Beauty Blender, the original, because that's the good one. You guys have just not these hard stiff ones that you guys are buying. You guys really need to step up your game with these beauty blenders. And then I'm going to use some setting powder. This is Sacha Buttercup, the OG powder. Every black girl has this. I don't even need to talk about it. Every black girl has this. If you don't have it, then I'm just going to set that just a little bit, because you still want it to be a bit rough and ready for, just want it to be a bit ready for when you apply eyeshadow. I know this seems like a lot what I'm doing, but trust me, you will thank me. We all started somewhere. If you're a beginner, I understand. So here we go. So I'm taking Low Blow from the Naked Heat palette, and I am going to use this as my transition color. And I'm just going to make a nice, just do the top part. So I am going to use my BH Cosmetics palette, this one. This palette right here, from this new shade right here. I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to use this brush from, I bought this from Boots. I think it's from like Botanicals or something, but it's a double-ended brush, which is really cool. And I'm going to just, do you see that? I don't want it to be a massive transition, just a light, because this is really an everyday kind of look. You're just gonna go to work, run your errands. So I'm gonna put on some lashes now. These lashes are really, these are a nice basic lash, a nice little sun, you know what I'm saying? And so guys, I use I use bonding glue for my lashes. I'm gonna use bonding glue. I'm not even gonna bother showing you guys because I know you're gonna roast me in the comments for using bonding glue. I really don't know any other good lash glue. So if you know any good lash glues, hit me up. Let me know what you girls are using. So this is how you put on lashes, like so. So you put it around, just not too much glue by the way, not way too much glue, just a little bit glue. Because glue is really quite dangerous. Blow into it. Just to get it a bit sticky and tacky and not too wet. You don't want it too wet on your eye, because then that's just gonna be messy. And then what you wanna do, you wanna grab a small mirror like so. This kind of mirror is the best mirror to use when you're putting on lashes. Why? Because you wanna take the mirror and you wanna bring it up to your face and you wanna be looking down. So you wanna look down at the mirror like this. Then you wanna take this piece of lash and you want to place it with a tweezer for the best results. You want to lay it on literally your lash line, but not on the hair, just like feathering on the skin, because when you take it off it's going to be easier. And I'm just a little bit nervous. You just want to just wiggle it around, get it in place. If you must use a finger, it's in, mate! Oh yeah, it's in! I do lashes as well, just in case I make a mistake. I can wipe it off and start again if I already had foundation on. I would be shit out of luck. So for foundation, I am going to be using because it's an everyday look and this is a foundation I don't really care about. This is the worst foundation on the market, but I already paid for it. I'm talking about the Dior Forever foundation in matte. Listen guys, you're not missing out. This foundation is just, it's the ghetto. Oh, yeah, the ghetto! With the Loreal True Match foundation. This foundation does wonders, does miracles. This foundation, the L'Oreal went in. It's cheap, but so, coverage, consistency, it's perfect for an everyday foundation. So I put a little bit, just literally a little bit, this much of my Dior. And for your foundation to last you the whole day, you want to take your Urban Decay setting spray, or even whatever setting spray you have. You don't actually have to have this because, yeah. And then I use the Real Techniques buff, whatever this brush is called. This is the brush I use in there. I don't know what it's called. It's old. You want to take this brush, you want to blend in your foundation. You want to come for your neck. You want to bring it down to your neck. And don't go too close to the eyes, because with the eyes, you don't want to have cakey under eyes, because you're also going to put concealer on. And this brush, just look how perfectly these foundations blend together. And we're going to continue blending. I'm going to take that beauty sponge from Real Techniques and I'm just going to keep blending. Just keep blending, just keep blending, just keep blending, blending, just keep blending, just keep blending, just keep blending, blending. And then you blend until you're absolutely satisfied. I'm pretty chuffed with that. Some people will just call it a day, foundation done, but no. You've got to highlight. You gotta highlight, honey. Let people see your light. And I'm now going to use my concealer. I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer, period. It says I'm still using LA Girl in 2020. Ain't no shame in that. So I'm going to use the color Fawn. Put some, a little bit, just a little bit, under my eye, like so. But just this part, because this part I'm going to put a lighter shade, okay? You see it. So this concealer is more of my shade. I like to let my concealer sit on my face for a bit so that it stays for the whole day. Okay, cool, that's time. Great, let's go, let's move on. A fresh blender. This is a clean blender and we're gonna blend. Make sure your sponge is damp at all times whenever you're doing your makeup. Has anyone picked up a new skill over quarantine? Has anyone picked up a new skill? Because I've picked up a new skill and that's baking. It's not that great. I'm not that great of a baker, but I'm trying. I'm making progress. Don't worry, wait for my cooking channel. It's coming soon, baby. But my baking skills have improved, and I've also learned that I'm actually a very patient person. I've actually learned that I'm extremely patient with myself, with the people around me, and I'm not as needy as I thought I was. I thought I was quite of a needy person. Concealer round 1, complete.
The battle has begun! Fight!
Then I'm gonna go with a little lighter shade just to really highlight. So I am going to take my MAC concealer. There you are, darling. My Pseudo Fix one. This concealer is actually really good. It lasts 24 hours, as it says on the thing. It actually, it actually works miracles. It's got a nice consistency as well. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that around the eye area, but I still like to contour. I still just like the drama of contour that comes with it. And I'm gonna put a little bit here just to highlight my chinny chin chin, and just above my lip, take my pink one from Beauty Blender. I've got 3 of these, but I just don't know where the other 2 are. Probably in one of my bags. Cool, now that we've highlighted, we need to set this highlight. So I am going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless powder. This is my highlighting powder, and we're just gonna set this area, and I'm just going to put some under my eyes. Just put some under my eyes. You wanna take your Sacha Buttercup powder. I use Sacha Buttercup, but you can use like a lot of people use banana powder. Are we still using banana powder this year? Are we still? Guys, I am such an oldie. You wanna take your blender, your beauty blender. You just wanna go over. This is to also make sure that you don't get unwanted creases around the eyes. This step is optional and not optional. And now we're going to contour. Just a light contour, because remember, this is just the basic slay. This is that part where we ourselves. So I am going to use this brush over here. This brush, I got it from Amazon, eBay. And I'm going to use my Sleek contour palette in the shade dark. This here. So I'm just gonna dip, dip, dip. But I'm going to brush upwards. So we're gonna go from this corner here, and then we're just going to brush. We're just gonna pat it upwards in an upwards motion, just a little pat. Yeah, like an E. So it's like So 1, 2, 3. We're gonna blend, baby. We're gonna blend. Blending is just the most important part of the process. You just gotta blend, honey. If you don't blend, it's just not gonna make sense. But hit me up in the comments, which one do you prefer? Powder contour or cream contour? Down below in the comments, let me know which one you prefer, because we all have preferences. And it's just a whole lot less blending and setting and stuff when you're using the powder, because you just move on. So now I'm going to go back into my setting powder, and I'm just going to accentuate, darling, my contour. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm just going to do a line underneath. Listen, baking is important, okay? Baking is important. So now I'm going to bake for about 5 minutes. And I'm also going to prep my lips for lipstick. And I prep my lips with some Vaseline. Some good old Vaseline. Listen, I'm old school. I use Vaseline. I don't use Carmex. Vaseline way. All the way, baby. I'm going to just... gonna go over that foundation I did earlier. I'm going to now take off my bake. Now I'm gonna use this brush, and I'm gonna use this big fluffy brush, and we're just gonna take off the excess powder. And you don't want to be too rough. You heavy-handed people, don't be messing this step up, okay? But you're just gonna lightly buff this off. And when I mean lightly, we don't want this line to be left there. So you're going to forgot to contour my nose. Right. Contour palette, where are you? I literally forgot to contour my nose. So I'm gonna take this brush again, and then I'm just going to make a little line here. Make a little line here. Make a little line here. And then I'm gonna take this gorgeous little brush. This little brush here. And I'm going to blend. If you've learned anything today, please, I hope I've taught you that blending is key. No blende, no comprende. Okay, okay. So you want to also take your contour just a little bit into your eye. just for blending purposes, you know. You just don't want to be out here looking crazy. Just a little bit. The thing is, my nose is not too big or too small, so contouring is really just quick for me. I don't suffer in that department. Thank you Jesus, thank you God. Okay, cool. So now we finished with my nose, and I'm going to take the beauty blender that I use to powder my under eye, and I'm just going to dab away this excess powder. Just gonna dab it away. I don't like to use a brush under the eyes because the brush doesn't really take away, it takes away too much powder, if that makes sense. This is my bronzer from Kiko Cosmetics. This is in the color 100 from Kiko. It's a nice little bronzer. It gives me my life. And I'm gonna take this brush from Real Techniques. It's real soft, it's real. I'm just going to add it in. I just want to look like a bronze goddess today. I just feel, just to take it up a notch, just for it to lift the look, just to lift your cheeks and just to have your cheekbones high and proud, honey. Oh yeah, high and proud. Ooh. Just get your life, just get your life to it. Oh wow. Let's do it again. Let's just do it again. Let's see if on this side it's gonna give me the same reaction. Face is done, and then one more time for the real ones in the back. Now this spray is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. This spray is the GOAT of setting sprays, the GOAT of setting spray, because this really is an all-nighter. You just put a generous amount. No matter what you're doing throughout the day or the night, your makeup will still be popping at 5 AM after the nightclub. So now I'm gonna do my lips, because that's all I've left to do. I usually use tissue. I'm going to get some lip liner, and I use the NYX Cosmetics lip liners because NYX Cosmetics, they've got it going on. They've got it going on. So this is in the shade Cocoa. It's Coca. So we're gonna line our lips, and I'm going to line the outside of my lips. Now I have relatively small lips, so I like to overline to give myself a nice, you know, just a kiss me lips, just those inviting lips, just an inviting lip, you know. So let's go. The annoying thing is I go in on my lip liner just to bite into a sandwich later, and then lips are gone. And then I like to go in and colour my lips in a bit, because I'm obsessed with ombre lips. Ombre lips are the best thing. You move the lip liner around, and then I use my MAC lipstick. So this is my MAC lipstick. The best. One of the best. And then it's in the shade Whirl. Like the shade Whirl. Some. I've forgotten what the shade is, but this I've had this for years. And a nice brown nude lip. This is a nude lip in my skin tone. Every skin tone has its nude. So for me, this is my nude. And then I like to use this lip gloss on top because, you know, lip glosses are really popping. I'm going to use this lip gloss I got from my friend Carolina. My friend actually got me this lip gloss. It's from Burjois. I think you can get this in Superdrug, and this is like a really nice pink shade. And you just want to go over your lip gloss and your lipstick. Just a little sound to let them know you've arrived. This is the finished look. I'm finished. This is my nude, everyday, natural, sexy, fierce face that lets you know that I have arrived, darling, even though it's just a casual day. And this should last you the whole day. Okay, this face should last you the whole day, 24 hours. If it doesn't last you the whole day, don't come to me, don't come to my DMs because you missed a step. It's not my fault, it's you. It's not me, it's you. Thank you for watching my video. And please, 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 please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so when I upload, you get a ting, 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 ting. Let you know that I have arrived again, honey. So I will see you in my next video.